12 weeks ago, this happened. Today, I made the decision to quit my job to do YouTube and content creation full time. It was a bold move and also a bit scary actually. So this is my 3-month update since quitting my job. And in this video, I'm going to talk about what I've done in the last 3 months, which includes what my working day looks like and also which courses I've completed. I'm going to talk about my channel growth, how I've done it and my feelings towards it. And then also what I've learned in terms of workflow and covering some of the downsides of doing this. And then the juicy part of what my earnings have been over the last 3 months. And then finally what I've got planned for the next 3 months. And just to let you know, I've got my notes for this video just so then I can stay on track. So the first thing I'll chat about is what I've done over the last 12 weeks. Shortly after publishing this video, I stopped working as a social media manager. I was freelance and I have been for about 5 years. I was working for various sports and events companies, updating their social media. And I actually found that it took quite a lot of creative energy and motivation because I'm freelance working from home. Had quite a lot of content to create and decision making to do. And so by the time I got to the afternoon, I found that my creative energy was quite low, and it was in the afternoon that I was making my videos. So since finishing that social media work, I instantly plugged into making videos, and I had loads of memory cards full of content, but at the time of working, I just didn't have the time to create those videos. So I just got stuck in straight away. I started at 8 AM in the morning, like I would have done my other job. And then 2 days after publishing that video, I purchased a course called Film Using Any Camera, Basics of Shooting Video Correctly. And I'd seen a guy on YouTube called Potato Jet, and I'd been looking at his video tutorials for quite some time and I really enjoyed them. So when I saw that he was promoting a $50 video course on a platform called Udemy, then I figured I'd give it a go. The course was brilliant, and I'll link the course in the video description box along with Potato Jet's YouTube channel. 1 month after completing that course, so 2 months from now, I signed up to the Matt D'Avella Master YouTube course. And I'd always thought about doing these style of courses before, but to be honest, I didn't want to part with the cash, and I knew that I also didn't have the time to actually do the course and then put into action what it taught me. The Matt D'Avella course was $295, and at first I felt reluctant and a bit scared to pay it because I was using my savings that was going to see me through the 12 months. But then I just decided to go for it. The course had 6 hours of video content plus a workbook, and that course was also great. And I learned 3 major things from doing that one. And that was that what I was doing already was good enough in terms of my systems and my filming. And for me, that was a huge confidence boost, and that was worth the $300 straight away, just for me to know that I was doing it right. And the second thing I learned from that course was that Matt D'Avella shared his workflow, and he gave some tips on how to be more efficient and speed up the editing time. And just to put that into perspective, some of my video edits, they take me between 40 and 60 hours. And so that part of the course was so valuable to me, just to shave off a little bit of time to that process. And then I learned something that I never would have predicted, and it made such a massive impact on my channel. As part of the course, Matt D'Avella suggested testing out different thumbnails, and the thumbnail is that little cover picture that you see represented for each of the videos. And I've never really been into stuff like that. I just want to make the videos, and if they get picked up, they get picked up. But one day I was looking at all of my videos and I just decided to change one of the covers. So I changed the cover on the fasting video. I changed it from this to this, and it was almost overnight. The YouTube algorithm picked it up and it just started distributing the video like all over the place. and the views were just going up and up and up. And at one point I was gaining about 1,000 subscribers per day, which I just can't believe. For the Matt Diavella course, I will add the link in the description box, although I know that it's not currently running and there is a waiting list. The next part of the video is talking about my channel growth, and when recording the video about quitting my job, I had 889 subscribers. At the time, I felt like a bit of a fool for quitting my job, but also for telling the world that I was going to do it, because how on earth was I ever going to make money from YouTube with 889 subscribers? And to top it off, there were some people that decided to make some comments that they also wondered how I was going to do it. But then 12 weeks later, now, my channel has grown to over 17,000 subscribers. Like, that is wild. I never imagined that that growth could happen in such a short space of time. I had it in my head that I would maybe at this point be at about 2,000, and if I was lucky I would maybe get to 10,000 by the end of 2021. 2 weeks after releasing that initial video, I made a benefits of barefoot video, which seemed to do quite well actually, and I was surprised that it did well, only because I was sitting in a random footpath, just, you know, it was nothing fancy, but also that video had been done plenty of times by so many other people on YouTube. And then I changed the thumbnail on my fasting video, that was a few weeks later, and then after that I published my 100 push-ups a day video, and I'd completed that challenge in February, but I hadn't had time to edit it until June. I had all this video content and all these challenges that I'd filmed, but while I had a job I just didn't have enough time to edit it. The most interesting thing I think of this channel growth was monitoring my feelings about it. I would expect that most YouTubers, if not all, we all dream about our channel growing and get excited and, oh, we're going to be so happy when we've got 15,000 subscribers or 20 or 50 or whatever. But as my channel was growing, of course I was happy and I felt grateful, but surprisingly I felt quite vulnerable and quite scared, because before my videos were just going out to a small circle of people, perhaps people that were familiar with me already, but suddenly my video was being pushed out to all kinds of people from all over the world. I suppose I was 50-50, like 50% happy that my channel was growing, but also equally 50% a bit nervous or anxious. I don't really know what the word is, but I definitely hadn't anticipated that side of things. The next part of the video are the things that I've learned in the last 12 weeks, and I'm surprised that I've learned so much in such a short space of time. So to do with my workflow, it takes me 2 days to write a script or a basic video structure. There's one day where I just put all my ideas down and write some kind of script. It's always the worst part, starting that. And then the next day, which I always do on a completely separate day, I then refine that structure or that script down. And then it will take me a day to chop up all my footage and get rid of all of the rubbish. And then to edit it, it will take me anywhere between 1 and 5 days, just depending if it's a chatty video like this, or if it's a challenge video that I've done over 30 days, or I just have so many clips. Another thing I'd mention is that before every single video, I get so nervous, and I've come to learn and accept that that is probably always going to be the way. So I just need to get the camera out and just start filming. I don't know why I get that feeling. I think though other people get it as well, but I'm not sure. And then the next bit, as part of the lessons, is the downsides of doing this. And I suppose like any job, it has got downsides. When my fasting video got sent out to quite a few people, it welcomed many friendly comments, but it also welcomed some not so friendly comments. It's pretty obvious that that's going to happen. And then in the past, I have thought about that happening, And I've heard other creators talk about it, and I always thought, well, I can handle that, I know how to deal with it. But the not so nice ones, when I read them, they were sticking in my head. There was this one particular comment, and it wasn't overly nasty, but it was just in my head for 2 days, and it even affected my sleep. Madness. And when that happened, I just knew that I needed a plan to find a way for that not to happen again.
You just gotta shrug it off.
I suppose in a way I'm grateful that it happened in this 12 weeks, because then I can kind of put in the framework to protect myself from those not so friendly comments. So on that note, let's move on to the next subject. The next part of the video, I'm going to discuss my earnings. So in the first few months, I'd set myself up not to earn any money or little money from YouTube ad revenue, and that was the reason that I'd put savings away to survive for 12 months. Then in May, I earned £39.10, which was way more than I thought I'd get. And if you're wondering what YouTube AdSense is, it's when YouTube puts an ad at the start of a video, and then also when there's a banner at the bottom. And each time those ads get placed on my video, I get a really small fee. I don't really know how it works, and I don't know how much I get from each ad. I think it's different for each video, or I'm not sure how it works. And also I don't really have much desire to find out how it works, because I just want to show up and make the videos that I've got in my head. Basically, I don't want to be influenced by that. I just want to be influenced to make the videos that I want to make. And so after earning £39.10 for the first month, I just figured I'd carry on doing my thing. Maybe I'd earn like 50 quid the next month, and then 100 quid the next month. And then this happened. In June, I earned £2,042.65. Like, what? Honestly, couldn't believe it. And this was a similar amount to what I was getting from my freelance social media work. In July, I earned £1,648.43. It wasn't quite as much as the month before, but I'm still really happy with that, because it means that I haven't got to spend my savings, and I can live on that figure. At this stage, I'm not sure if these figures are sustainable, because what you can see from this graph is that it goes up and then it comes down. So it seems that it's going to vary quite a lot each month, but I will be revisiting in 6 months' time just to see what it's like, and I'll be sharing that in my 6-month update video. And then to round up this video is my plans for the next 3 months. And it seems that I'm finding my groove for the subjects that I want to make videos about, and also the videos that you guys are enjoying. When I started this channel, I had some ideas in my mind, but even in this 12 weeks, I just feel this pull, just in a slightly different direction. Originally, I wanted to make challenges and adventures and product reviews and just stick to those things specifically. But just recently, I'm kind of getting pulled in this direction of creativity and following a vision. So we'll just see what happens. The main purpose of this channel is to live healthy and cheerful. And I suppose at this point, it would be great to ask you guys, are there any particular videos that you want me to make? Any subjects to cover? Shall I stick to the challenges and product reviews, or do you want to know some other stuff? I'm really interested to know why you guys come here. Also, maybe I can do a 6-month and a 12-month update following on from this video. I really appreciate you guys watching these videos and just being so encouraging and so supportive. I'm just a 39-year-old woman who's moved back in with her mum, and I'm making YouTube videos from the spare room. Like, I'm still not entirely sure how I feel about that, but I'm enjoying myself, and I suppose it's all just part of the journey. Thanks again for watching, and hopefully I'll see you at the next video.